Go!
Good evening, everybody. My name is Milan. I think, can you see only me or can you see everybody? Can everybody say hi? Hey. Oh!
Hi!
Hi.
For the ones who don't know me, I am the bouquet manager of the city of Rio de Janeiro. But for this specific class, I was the bouquet manager of the whole data science class in Brazil. So I was very proud to do so. And today, I'm also very proud to be the host of their demo day. For the ones who don't know, the demo day is when our students showcase the final project of their bootcamp. And for the ones who don't know Wagon, let me introduce it to you just very quickly before we start. So for the ones who don't know, Wagon is the #1 coding bootcamp worldwide. And I'm not the one saying it, our students are. If you check SwitchUp or Course Report, which are like review website for bootcamps, you will find that Wagon is always ranked first with the best reviews. And that's our biggest pride. So thank you guys. And we're very famous for 2 programs. The first one is the Web Development Bootcamp. And it's for beginners. People, if you have never coded, you're very welcome to do that one. And we offer it in both full-time and part-time formats. And then, of course, we have the data science class, the one you will see tonight. For that class, you cannot be a beginner. You have to have some basics in code and math, statistics. And if you're curious to know if you can make it for this bootcamp, feel free to contact me and we can discuss it together, okay? And same thing, if you're interested in that program, we offer it in both full-time and part-time. And a lot of people think that after Wagon, you can only become a developer. And it's not true. You can become a developer, a data analyst, data scientist, data engineer. Yesterday, I was talking with a student who was a product designer in a data startup. It was really cool. You can launch your own company. You can work in tech in general, like any tech-related role. The sky is the limit. It's a very hot market right now, and we hope we can help you join it. And something really cool about Wagon also is that this week, actually, we just reached the 15,000 students milestone. So we're very excited about that. So welcome to this new journey of Wagon for our graduates of today. And you can find all of these people in 45 schools all around the world. And what's really cool about Wagon is that once you join one school, you're part of the whole network. So if you do this school in Rio or São Paulo, Buenos Aires, you can join the network in all the job opportunities in Europe, Canada, even Japan, Australia. It's really exciting. But I know that most of you guys tonight are not here for that. You are here for our beautiful students. And it was such a pleasure to have you for the last 9 weeks. We did a lot of things together. We had Carnival, of course. We went to the beach, we went for surfing, we went for hiking. It was also the class that for the first time, that in my 4 years at Wagon, I've never seen that they were going to the gym together after the bootcamp. Who gets the time and the energy for that after the bootcamp? But that was great, guys. We went to Maracana to watch a match all together, such an experience. But something we didn't do was yoga. This class was anti-yoga, like they didn't like yoga. Like every time I was telling them, like, it's yoga, guys, they were like, no, we're coding, we're doing stuff, no. So that was a no yoga class that I'll remember dearly in my heart. It was such a pleasure to have you guys with us for 9 weeks. And I think I'm speaking in the name of all the teachers and teacher assistants when I tell you that we hope the best for you. We're very excited. No matter what happens tonight, you worked very hard and we're very proud. Okie ready? Okie dokie, show the data. And for the first group, I will be calling João, Jonathan, Pedro, and Rafael. We're on the pitch. Ready,
Okay.
team?
I was born ready.
Go. Yay. Love the energy.
Yes, thank you, Milan, for the presentation. It was great, very fun to see it. And everybody's listening to me clearly?
Yes.
Okay, as Milan said, I'm representing the On the Pitch project. So I had other peers like Rafael Bertolassi, Jonathan Simon Harris, and Pedro Gontijo that worked very hard to put this together. And we created a model for betting, and we will analyze this model with the website that we create together at the end of the presentation, okay? But first, if we are creating a model for the bets activity, we need to understand this activity more. This is an activity that is growing 11% per year. And in 2020, it had a market value of almost $60 billion and is expected to have a market value of $127.3 billion in the end of 2027. In Brazil, the numbers are also encouraging. In 2018, we had a 2 billion market value, and in just 2 years, we came up to 7 billion reais market value, right? But if we are in a growing market, why the bettors, the people who do the betting, are not making more money or not making money at all? We came up with two different reasons. The first one is the commission. If you bet a lot and you win and you lose, along the time you have to pay the commission. So you lose part of the money that you make, and sometimes you lose all the money, right? Because it's betting. And the second reason is because when people bet, they bet with their heart, they bet with their emotion, and they like the teams. Like like in this example here, Manchester United against West Ham United. If you are a Manchester United fan, or even you are not a Manchester United fan, but you know Manchester United and you don't know West Ham United, you would bet a lot more in a Manchester United win, and maybe you would even bet in a lot of goals just because you don't know West Ham United. But the probability of one of these teams beating the other is actually pretty close, pretty fair. So what we see here is that we have a lot of opportunities, right? Because people are not making the right bets and they are changing the odds of the bets. And for us to make money and be rich, like my friend Jonathan would say, we need to create a model. And for that, that's what we did. We created our first model, and we analyzed it through graphs, to debating it, changing again. We tried different models like the linear model, random forest, XGBoost, KNN, classification models in general, until you were certain that the results were good, that we are seeing different things, that our model were doing the things that we needed it to do, until we get our final model. And our final model is the XGBoost. The XGBoost is a young model. It was born in 2014, and it's a leading model, a leading machine learning model for regression, classification, and ranking problems. So after we find this model and we tuned it and with different params, with different features, understanding the historical data, understanding the different parts of the data that we had, we saw that the model worked well. And you must be thinking, okay, but how do you know that it worked well, right? So again, we had to analyze some more, and we get to the graphics, right? Here in red, the bars in red, they are the recommended games, they are the recommended bets, right? And in green, they are the recommended bets not to do. You shouldn't do these bets. And this is the recommended bets, like you should do this, right? And we see here that we have a 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. This is your winnings, what you are gaining from it. Like if you bet here, you are gaining nothing. If you had bet here, in these games that he is saying here, you would win 10%, right? And you can see that they are very apart. apart from each other. So the model really predicts the bets that you shouldn't do from the bets that you should do, right? He recommends it well, and you can see that the bets that he doesn't recommend it, it's below zero, so you are losing money. And the green bets, that the bets that it recommended, it's above zero, so you are being earning money. Like if you would bet in all of these bets right here, in all of the bets that he recommend you to bet, you would win the average amount of 14%, right? And maybe you guys are a little tired of the graphics, but we have the fun part, right? We could do some predicting. We could go to we could go to a predicting website and choose a game, right? Here we are already on Brazil second division. Let's choose a game. Let's see, CRB against Villanova, right? So we would go to our website, and he asked it, so what's the division? So we saw that it was the second division. And we could choose what type of bet we could do, like home team wins, away team wins, draw, over 2.5 goals, under 2.5 goals. So let's go with under 2.5 goals, right? And we need to place the odds that are in our favor and the odds here that are against us. And where can we find it? In the bets website, right? So CIB and Villanova, 1.77 in our favor, right? So let's put it here. Sorry. And if I'm not wrong, which was 2.09. And the game is after 4 p.m. So let's analyze the data, right? And being rich is not something that's very quick. So let's wait for the model. It is a good model. It's just not using both model. So let's see what we got here. And what a luck, we got a place like that. Let's make some money and be rich. Don't you want to be rich with me? Come on, guys.
I want to be rich too. Woo! Congratulations, team. You can unmute yourself to hear the class. Congratulations. The chat on YouTube got really excited with this idea of getting rich fast and easy, as we like it. Thank you, João. Thank you, team. And for the second project, I will be calling Marcio, Para, and Victor with data nests. Are you guys ready? Yay. Whenever you want.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. How are you guys doing? So my name is Marcio, and I'm going to show you data nests, understanding the data that your business gives to you. So throughout the bootcamp, me and my colleagues, we have talked about how to apply all the knowledge that we have to business. And it's pretty simple. We can use everywhere. But the main idea here is Farha, Victor, and I, we decided to do something that it's really scalable and you can do in every kind of business. So to begin with, what is data analysis? What is data science? And why do we need that to make business? Because people are doing business for their whole lives and they don't even use data science, or they don't even know they are using data science to make the decisions. But data science is going to give us the background to do the right decisions to the right place. As an example, we can see now the market. It's really hard. It's really competitive. And sometimes we business that were really successful in the past, it's not successful anymore. And when we do data analysis and understand well the data, we can change this future. So I'm gonna show you guys our web application, and inside this web application, we're gonna explain it better. How can we do it? So this is our web application. We built it for analyzing a retailer, grocery retailer that is located in Equator, not the line of Equator, the country Equator. And in this case, I'm gonna show you specifically talking about groceries, which is a kind of business that everybody says, at least in my city, oh, if you're gonna be rich, if you wanna be rich, we should open or a pharmacy or a grocery store. And to say that if a business is gonna be successful or not, we have to go to the basis of it. In this case, as a grocery store, well, the pain of this kind of business is the logistic, because if you want to have to sell things, you have to have it in the inventory, but the inventory, it's expensive. For those who have their own business, they know it costs money to build a big inventory, and it's really hard to manage it. And sometimes you don't have that is specific in your inventory, but people are ordering it. So it's really important to understand the behavior of your sales throughout the whole week, the whole month or year. And we're gonna have to do a lot of analysis. We're gonna have to understand which one of the cities is doing great. So we're gonna know if the location is related to the business be successful or not. We're gonna have to look to stores, because there are some cities that have more stores than others, and we have to look into categories. These three are the main features of a grocery store, because a city is gonna determine the number of people that are gonna buy there, and the location is gonna be, if you are creating a grocery store in a fancy neighborhood, the profile of the people that buy there is different than the people that buy in a small neighborhood. And we're gonna look into the categories too, if it's groceries in general, beverage, produce, cleaning, dairy. All these categories are gonna influence in our business. So we have to understand it better, understand the best place in the city, not even the country, not only in the country, the best place to open the business. And we even have to make sure that we are doing the right category, because there are some categories that are not interesting to invest on right now. And our product is basic like that. We understand your data, we clean it, we make some really nice graphs like that to see it better, because the numbers are too big to understand it pretty well. And then we do our predictions. What does it mean? We're gonna take every single point, every single feature that is most important, and we're gonna do a prediction based on these features for sales. To begin with, we're gonna do that for store. We saw in the map that each city can be one or more stores, so we're gonna look to stores that is more specific. So here, at the beginning, this graph can be scary, but this represents the sales day by day throughout the years of 2013 and 2017. And this clean line here that I'm showing with my mouse, I hope you can see. This clean line, it's the prediction of the year 2018. This prediction is based on this past 4-5 years, and we will be doing prediction only based on sales in this case for every single store. So it's a general behavior for stores. And here we can see some interesting things to observe in this kind of business. We have a seasonality part, which means throughout the years, seasonality is when it changes for a certain period of time. In this case, we are looking to years, and we can see there is no changing, there's no variation. It's just a line. we can see that it's increasing between the year 2013 and the year 2016, where it's the peak of this case. So I forgot to mention, we analyzing the store number 9. We can select here if you guys want to try it later. And in the city, Quito. So we're analyzing this specific store. And we are seeing the line of the tendency of increasement of this line into which gets in the peak. And after that, it's a flat line with a tendency of decreasement, which means that for now appears to us that this got the best already. So it's a flat line, and we have to do something to change it here. If we want to increase our sales, we have to change our business model, do some business decision. In this way, we're gonna keep increasing. Otherwise, we're gonna get flattened. We will stop to grow. And here we can see the seasonality effect in the day of the weeks. In this case, we would be able to understand each day, which day I should have the groceries on, because we are looking to the groceries category. And you see, during the middle of the week, we don't sell a lot. We sell more on Friday and Saturday, and then Monday. Between Monday and Thursday, and actually at the beginning of Friday, we don't sell a lot. So this is our period to organize our inventory. And here we can see the seasonality too. We see that the month that sales less, it's February. We don't know, we didn't get into it, but probably this month it's after vacation and people don't have more money because we spend it all on December, on the New Year's, Christmas Eve, and we spend it all partying with our families. And now everybody doesn't have money. So if you want to open a new store, maybe we should wait in the perfect timing to open a store in a high peak period. So we're gonna recover our money fast. And just to complement our line of thought, we're gonna get more specific and we're gonna do a prediction for a specific category. And I'm gonna keep in grocery 1, because it's the category that sells the most. And we see that this category, it's still increasing. It's not like the store that stopped. What does it mean? Even though the store 9 stopped increasing after the year 2016, it got a flat line, if you guys remember. The groceries family and the groceries category kept going up, and it is still having a tendency of going up for the year of 2018. And we can see even the seasonality is still the same during the weekdays, and the behavior throughout the years is still the same. What does it mean? Well, if you want to know where to open a business and what kind of category you should sell or the place to open it, come talk to me, then I'm gonna explain it later.
Woo! Great work, team. You go, Marcio, you were great.
Beautiful presentation.
Oh, I love hearing the cheers. It's so cute.
Great, Marcio.
Great. Okie dokie, team. Last but not least, I will be calling Luisa, Belen, and Wagner with Just Tweet It. Ready, team? It's the last project already. Let's go.
Okay, hello everybody. My name is Luisa, and I will be presenting to you today Just Tweet It, which is our sentiment analysis tool. What does that mean? Well, bear with me for a minute, okay? So we all know that we're living in a very social media dominated era, right? We have a lot of information, and now more than ever before, it's really easy for people to just share their opinions with like hundreds and thousands, even millions of other people online. And with that, potentially creating a significant influence over them. So when you're a public figure, or maybe a part of a high profile company, it became very valuable to know how people are perceiving you or your brand or whatever, your product, right? And Twitter is one of the most used social medias in the world, and specifically is one in which people feel very comfortable, like being very vocal about everything. And that's where we come in, right? So for the sake of this presentation, to explain to you what we did, we're going to apply just Twitter into the political scenario in Brazil for the presidential elections of the years of 2014 and 2018. What can we do with just Twitter? So first of all, we need to choose the keywords that we are going to use. In this case, we're going to use the names of the top 2 candidates in each election, right? We'll use them to do our research. So after that, we can perform a sentiment analysis of opinions on Twitter, which is basically getting all the tweets that mention the keywords that we chose and assigning a class to it. Is it a positive tweet, a negative, or a neutral? Then after that, just Tweet can provide a graphical performance review of the candidates over the campaign year. With that, we can verify the impacts of real-life events on the general opinions in Twitter, and also identify possible factors that could impact the level of acceptance of the general population. Right now, it's just a quick workflow just to show what was the process like. We needed to gather all the data, which were the tweets. The period of time that we chose were from March 3rd of each year until the last day of elections. And we had some cleaning to do. There are always some cleaning to do. We need to get rid of stuff that we don't need it, we don't want it. And then we used a machine learning model to do the sentiment analysis I just told you about, and to create some features. We use a face recognition model to determine, to infer whether the user is a male or a female. And we also could get the latitude, like the geographical coordinates of each user using a geocoding software. So the modeling and the dynamic analysis, I'm going to skip it. You guys going to see it after. It's more interesting just to see it. And then the final part is obviously the deployment, which is making it available for everybody to see. So I'm just going to show it to you right now, our dear beloved app. Here is just the homepage. Basically, there's some explanations about how this works, what does it do. I invite you all to take a look at it. You can read a little bit more about it. And here we have basically a cool summary of things how we can compare all the presidents. As I told you before, we chose the 2 top candidates in each year, in each election year that we used. So here we have 4 candidates. And this is basically an overview of their presence on Twitter, right? We can see here that Bolsonaro has the most followers of all 4 of them. But Haddad, for instance, he's not that much followers, but he's the one who had the most likes for his tweets, right? I assume, curiously, was one of the more actives during his campaign years, doing 16 tweets per day on average. And Dilma, no surprise there, was the most mentioned during her campaign, right? So basically, it's just a cool feature that we can compare a little bit and play around with the cool moving parts. So here we have the feature, like the detailed feature, honestly, for the elections of 2014 and 18. They're pretty much the same. I'm going to show you the 2018 ones because there's Honestly, there's a lot of information, so I'm not going to talk to you about every single one of them. Otherwise, we'd be here until tomorrow. But basically, we have everything you can get, everything you can think about it. We have it for you. So here is just an example. We have the frequency in which Haddad and Bolsonaro were mentioned during the year of the election. So we can see that Haddad was just started to get mentioned right around August and September, and then it just shoot up towards the end of the elections, right? The period of the campaigns. And the same here for Bolsonaro. And as I said, that's a lot of information. We divided like things from negative tweets to positive tweets, so you can actually see the impact on the, like, what are the most liked tweets? Are they positives about, are they positive tweets about Haddad, or are they negative tweets about Haddad? And I invite you all to take a look at it. And this is another one that I find it very cool. It's just to see the overall performance, like the sentiment over the year of each candidate. So we can see here that Haddad, unfortunately for him, had a very negative review over the years. Like, people were talking about him in a very negative way, while Bolsonaro, on the other way around, was very positive. So, and again, a lot of things, very interesting. Check it out. We have here some topic modeling, just as an example. We use that on Twitter, on the Dilma database, people talking about Dilma on 2014. Where we can see here are the topics of the people talking about her, right? So here in July and June, we can see there's a increase on this specific topic, which is obviously Copa, Mundo, FIFA, because we all know that there was the World Cup around that time, right? And here, a very familiar topic to all of us Brazilians, defeat and sadness, because we all remember that fateful day when we lost to Germany, right? And here, as we would expect, an increase on a political topic. Debate, Dilma, debate again. So basically that's it. Again, we have a little more information here for you guys to check out. And this is our quick analysis feature, right? Let me just open that again. The internet here sometimes is not really great. So what does it do? That you can take a handle from any user, and it will basically give you a quick analysis of the last 100 tweets from that user and about that user. So it will give you the most frequent words used and the overall sentiment used used by that user or to that user. Sometimes just takes a little bit, but it always works when you have a good connection. So right here, we're looking at the Gregório do Vivier profile. So we have here just some information about him, which we took directly from his page, and the most common words that he used in his last 100 tweets. Bolsonaro, democracia, it's not a surprise. Here we can see that overall his tweets were neutral. We here have a word cloud because everybody loves a word cloud as well. Here are his tweets, the tweets from his account, directly from his account. You can see there's very balanced. He has negative and positive, negative, positive tweets. And here are the tweets directed at him. A little bit negative, but also pretty much balanced. And let's do another search because we like to see something different. Let's search Marisa profile, right? So here we have it. Apparently, she really, really loves pudding. We all do, yeah. But that's the most common words. She also really loves açaí, and her cousin, apparently, we all do. So in general, she's more of a neutral profile. We have like pudding. And again, like the last tweets were mostly positive, and the tweets about her, directed at her. So both features, the very like detailed one with the elections and the dynamic one, honestly, it can be used for pretty much anything, right? So just as we did for candidates, to just show you, it can be used to, I don't know, like measure the popularity of a product or of a brand or an artist or anything. So really, pretty much with just tweet it, the cloud is the limit. And last but not least, the team responsible for it, my wonderful teammates, Vulant, who is in São Paulo, is not here with us, presenting you. And Wagner.
Awesome.
Okay. And myself. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hope you all have a very good night. And
Thanks to you.
Yay!
Awesome. Congrats, Luisa.
thank you, guys.
Congratulations. Congratulations, everybody. I am very proud. You all gave your best performance. So as a bouquet manager, job completed. Congratulations to all of you, your beautiful faces. Look at that.
Jonathan.
Right. I mean, there's a star here, and it's obviously Pedro. Congratulations to all of you. You deserve this night. You deserve, after so many hard days, long days, working hard, opening a lot of tickets, making annual work longer hours than needed. Many weekends also, like I was very surprised to see you all working really hard on the weekends, but here we can see the hard work paying off. So congratulations to all of you, and we will miss you so much. And also congratulations to the teachers. Thank you, teachers. Angel, Mo, Lucas, Andrea, Thierry, Gustavo, Mateus. Thank you for your hard work. It's thanks to you that Le Wagon is what it is, the quality school that we are. So thank you so much for your hard work. And in the name of all the students, I believe, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okie and thank you, Victor. We're keeping a great time to our students. Best community manager, taking everybody to Ilha da Paqueta, sei lá, na casa do você que sabe? And for if you want to know what's next for Le Wagon, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever you can, because a lot of things are exciting that are coming. And next week, same time, same day, next Friday, 7 p.m., we have the web development demo day. So please come, it's gonna be fun too. We have a lot of really cool projects. And if you're interested in joining our next classes, please sign up this week, this weekend, because you have a lot of prep work to do before, and that's very important for the bootcamp. Thank you again to everybody, and congratulations. Woo!
Thanks, guys. That was awesome.
What happened? Oh, I bugged. What happened? Oh, Victor, are we still live?
Not anymore.